Hi everyone, this is Andy with Mourning Moon Candles, and welcome in to our first YouTube video. If you do follow my floss tubes at Crow Stitcher, you will notice this background is quite familiar. Um, I honestly don't know if this is going to remain the background for Morning Moon or if I will try to get something set up down in my studio. But today is just an introduction and a brief history of my company. So I didn't really need to be down in the studio for it. Let's get started with intro, a little bit about my company. Um, I make murder mystery themed candles and wax melts. Everything is 100% soy. Um, and a lot of people, when I would go to shows and everything, would ask, what's murder mystery? Like, they would think the candle itself was murder mystery. They're just murder mystery themed. So they're named like murder mystery books. So, for example, Murder on the Orient Espresso, um, Coffee Shop Killer, Peach Sangria Sacrifice, Morning Dew, spelled Mourn, like my company name. So there's lots of puns, there's lots of just murder themed in the names. And that's really what makes the murder mystery. There's nothing, hidden inside the candle or anything like that. Like I said, everything is soy. Our candles get 32 to 35 hours total burn time, and the wax melts can last up to 60 to 80 hours, depending on the scent, how often it's burned. If it's burned continuously, it's not going to last as long. Um, so that's that. So I started out as Bookmarksicle in 2019, and it was more of a book lovers shop. So I did have my candles, the murder mystery candles, but I also had book sleeves. I had like teas, um, bookmarks, a bunch of things that to kind of make your reading space cozy. Uh, but as the years went on, I kind of realized that it wasn't fitting. It needed to be like I wanted to embrace more of the murder mystery theme and run with it. So I rebranded 2 years ago now, to Mourning Moon Candles, and changed the color and obviously the logos, everything like that. Updated the website. It's been a very slow process. There are still some things I'm going through and doing as far as labels. I had so many Bookmarksicle labels left over, and they're expensive, so I couldn't afford to just throw them out and start over. So I'm slowly still working through those. The scents all remained the same. There have been new scents since I did rebrand, but all the previous scents have remained the same. So it was just the labels and the name that changed. But now I am working on moving and expanding more. So there are still the candles and the wax melts. I had taken them all down off the shop to kind of reorganize, and they're now slowly getting put back up. So there are a handful of wax melts up in the shop right now. I am also getting candle bundles back up in the shop, with the new. They're being revamped. I have some new ones planned, but the former ones are being revamped and getting put back up. And I'm also sort of expanding a bit with the wax melts. There will be wax melt snap bars that I have planned, um, in addition to just the regular wax tarts. And then I'm also starting to add some crocheted items. I do crochet. I'm kind of one of those, jack of all trades sort of person. But so there are currently some tea light holders up in the shop that are, and I will be, that are meant to be used with the battery powered tea lights, not actual flame tea lights. But that will be expanded as well. I've got a lot of plans and patterns that I'm ready to make and get up there. And then I think I'm also going to start adding some crochet items that might not be candle related. I'm very big into environmentalism and saving the planet, reusing, instead of single use things, multiple use items. So I will probably in the future put some items, crocheted items, uh, up as well, like dishcloths, the produce bags, things like that. Even though it's not necessarily murder murder related, it's still part of my vibe and what I want the company to be. So I also get a lot of questions of, well, how did I come up with this name? Because once people come and like, it's when I go to shows and things, and people come up to the booth or the table, and they start reading the names of the candles, and they have such a ball. And then one of the questions that usually comes is, well, how did I come up with this? How did I think of this? So I used to be a big cozy mystery reader. I don't read much anymore, but I used to be a big cozy mystery reader. And usually in cozy mysteries, there's a cute little shop of some sort, a bakery, a bookshop. One of them has a candle shop, one's a winery. There's just tea shops. There's just cute little shops in a lot of it's like a trope. It's one of the things. And I was just like, I want a cute little shop. I want a cute little shop. And then I thought, but like, what would I sell? This is all, just me dreaming. You gotta have a dream, right? What would I sell? And then I thought, well, like, I love candles. I would always have a candle burning when I read. Now, when I craft or cross stitch, crochet, there's always a candle burning. And so my brain just went to candles. And then I thought, well, but, so many people do candles. What would make them different or unique or fun? And so that's when I got the idea to name them like Cozy Mysteries. Some of them actually are Cozy Mystery titles. I didn't realize when I made them and came up with the names for the candles, but have since learned that they are actually titles of books. Buttercream Bump Off is one. Kiss of Death is one. So it's kind of fun. Some of them are actually book titles, but most of them I just, as far as I know, are not. Um, I just come up with them. My husband and child help sometimes. But that's how the idea came about, is I was daydreaming of, if I had a cute little cozy shop in a cozy mystery, what would I sell and what would it be? And that is actually still a dream. It's probably not going to happen, but it is still a dream to actually have a shop of some sort somewhere. But it is what it is. For right now, I do online sales on the website, and then I am in some other shops do have my candles. Some local shops. I do wholesale as well on Fair. So my products are in shops. I just don't have a shop of my own yet. So that's kind of the brief intro and history and how it all came to be. Um, so what kind of things will you should you expect to see here on this channel? Um, Not a lot of fancy dancy stuff. I'm not a video editor. I make candles and I cross stitch. That's what I do. So, you're not going to see a bunch of fancy dancy things everywhere. But it'll be just, down to earth, like I'm talking to you right now, videos about the business, about different scents I have, products coming up, behind the scenes things like a tour of my studio space, how I make the candles, how I come up with new scents, um, things like that. So that's what you can expect here. If you have any ideas or want to see something specific, put a comment down below. I'm definitely up to suggestions and ideas. So absolutely share them with me. And then at the end of each video, I thought it would be fun to do a featured scent. So, since today is March 14th, it is Pie Day. And I thought, since it is Pie Day, the featured scent today should be a pie scent. So we have Proof is in the Poison. Is it going to focus? There we go. Proof is in the Poison is a pecan pie. So these are how all of the candle labels rebranded will look. If you do get a bookmarksicle label, it still has this general layout. It has the name, an image, the title of the candle, and then the information below. But all of the candles have a picture or an image of sort of telling you what the scent is if you can't tell by the name. And so Proof is in the Poison is a pecan pie. I love pecan pies. Fall, summer, doesn't matter. To me, it's a year-round pie. So this is like a lightly sweet, warm scent with vanilla and obviously pecan. It's not too overpowering. It's not one of our stronger candles, but it does put off a lovely scent throw, so it will fill a room. And it is also available in the wax melt. There we go. So all of our candles and wax melts are undyed. They're in their natural color, wax color. So I love the scent. I actually have one burning right now because it's Pie Day. But yeah, so if you like kind of warmer, sweet candle scents, the hint of vanilla. Obviously, this one has the nuts, the pecans. Check that out. Our website will be down in the description box, as well as our Instagram. I think that's all I have to share. Oh, I'm going to share my mug, though, because this is perfect. It's not a murder of crows without probable cause. So, thank you everyone for tuning in for our first YouTube video. Videos will go up every Friday. Again, if you have any comments or suggestions, put them below. And I am going to do a full video on this, but as a reminder, if you have not followed on Instagram, 5% of all of our sales are going to be donated to United 24 to help the people and the country of Ukraine. It is an ongoing fundraiser, and donations are made at the end of every month. And then I will share that here, and then I'll also share that on YouTube, and or this is YouTube, on Instagram, and there is a tally on the top of our website as well for how much we've raised in total. So, like I said, there will be a full video about that, but I just wanted to put that here in case anyone's new and does not follow us on Instagram and wasn't aware. So there you go. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next week. Bye.